It's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about, yes, you guys guessed it, swing trading stocks. But now, how to actually make $250 per day from swing trading stocks in the stock market. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button and subscribe. And guys, for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Carter. I've been a full-time swing trader in the stock market for over 6 years. And with that being said, we do have an amazing school where I teach people pretty much my strategies on how to find stocks and opportunities, my psychology and emotions with trading. It's absolutely fantastic. You guys can use code AMERICA because of the 4th of July for 50% off, only valid till the end of this weekend with a couple of spots left. So check it out down below. We have private live streams, we have group chats, we have quizzes, lectures, everything you guys need to get started with swing trading and pretty much be a successful swing trader. So at least check it out down below. And the thing is I personally, I don't believe in getting rich quick. Swing trading, it's a craft. You have to treat it like that, right? This is going to take years of practice and hard work, but it's better to dive in now than wait. So let's jump into pretty much how to go about and pretty much how I make anywhere from about $250 to about $500 on the daily with swing trading stocks in the stock market. So let's jump into pretty much the first stock here that I do want to talk about. And this is ticker symbol BGC. You guys know I've been actually in on this position for a while. Now, one of the reasons I love it is I am a long trader. So what that means is I buy and I try to sell it at a higher price. There's some traders that are short traders where they're pretty much just betting for the stock or stock market to fall down, and they make money when it falls down, and they pretty much sell it back to their broker at a lower price. Now, for me, the reason I like long investing, if I buy a stock at $1, the worst that can happen is it goes to zero and you lose $1. But comparing, if you short at $1 and the stock goes to $10, now you actually lost $9 on that trade. So personally, find a strategy that you like, you believe in, and that works well for you. So this one here, BGC, has that beautiful upward trend. And for me, I use indicators. I use moving average lines, RSI lines, and MACD and volume. So you guys can see with BGC, we have that beautiful upward trend, and it sold off down to this blue line. This blue line is what we call the 90-day moving average line. It acts as support, and it also will act as resistance. So when the stock is below it, you guys can see it actually hits it when we get some sell off, and it just has a hard time breaking above it, eventually breaks above it, and then continues to use it as support. So we understand we have heavy support there. On top of that, it was trading for a 38 on the RSI. The RSI stands for the Relative Strength Index. It tracks momentum to determine if a stock is pretty much overvalued or undervalued. Now, normally with most stocks, anything under a 30 is an undervalued point for the stock. But what I always do, I want to look back at the last points of where the stock was trading for 38. So you guys can see it was right in here where we had the stock go from about $7.50 to about $9 in under, a month span. So I understand if it's under that 38 mark or around 38, we could get good tendencies of getting buying pressure. Another thing that I love here to look at is what we call the MACD indicator. And you guys can see we had that signal break up through the MACD line, which historically does represent a good opportunity for an entry point. And you guys can see, great move there. And then looking at the last thing is the volume. You guys can see that huge volume spike right in here where we had a continuation of great buying pressure. So we had a lot of indicators in our favor. So that is why we took a nice trade. And obviously it's been paying off very nice for us. Now looking at this, and you guys can see that since we hopped in, we actually set our target price up here at about $9, and we set our stop right here. So we risked about $1 to make about, I would say about $2. So it's not the greatest risk and reward, but it's still good. We drew it out. We understand what our stop loss was and our target price as well. So As of right now, our return just off of this was about 6-7%, which is great because what makes up a successful swing trader isn't about home runs. It's not about turning $1 into $1,000. It's about, turning $1 into $1.10 and then $1.10, just having that compounding effect. That's what makes up swing trading. Those base hits compounded over a year makes up, good chunk of change. All right, let's move on to stock number 2 here. Stock number 2 is ZION. Now this one here, you guys can see one of the reasons I love it. Very similar. You'll notice that most of the stocks I trade are very similar. They're undervalued on the RSI. They're on some sort of support. So this was a nice trend line support here. And you guys can see it hits it once, twice, 3 times, and recently 4 times. The thing about this trade is, from what I remember here, our risk and reward was absolutely insane because we set our target price up at old resistance. We set our stop right here below the 200-day moving average line. So we risked $1 to make over $5 a share, which is great. And another indicator here, the MACD, let's actually remove the RSI so we can see it better. Signal breaking up through the MACD line right around here where we had that, followed by a great buying pressure. So very, very similar stock, but, a little different setup because we're using nice trend lines rather than moving average lines. Moving average lines do work very, very well, as you guys can see, because if you hop in near and around the 200, which is the red one, historically, that's a great entry. All right, let's move on to the last and final stock here of the day. Is ticker symbol EXEL. Now this one here, you guys know I've been in on this stock for a minute now. Honestly, probably I would say about a month. Now, obviously this one here, I wish it went better for me. I still made money. I still did well. I'm not complaining. But you guys can see we have this nice trend line right here, and that's actually move it up a little so you guys can see what I was seeing. So something like that. Minimum of 3 touches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had this good buying pressure here. Looking at the RSI, it was undervalued on the RSI. It was at a 28 on the RSI, which is, like I said, normally under a 30. We had the MACD signal line, and then recently we had that breakdown through. So one of the things here, at least for me, the MACD I use as an entry, and then I'll use it as a last resort. Last resort of selling. When we have the signal, which is the yellow line, break through the blue line, that's like the last line of defense. So we ended up pretty much cutting our losses here, near and around this $22 mark. And you guys can see we had that trend line, it broke through it. So now it's a little more more sellers in control. So we just hopped out. It's better to just sit on the sidelines and try to, better to just sit on the sidelines and watch what happens rather than try to take a risky trade or even just give back your profits. I've never lost money taking profit. So if I'm up and I'm unsure and I don't see something I like, I'll gladly get out and move on to other opportunity. But guys, these are easy strategies you guys can do for swing trading. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down below. If you want to learn more about swing trading, I highly recommend going on and checking out the Swing Trading Masterclass. It's down below. Code America for 50% off. It's absolutely fantastic, and we'll see you guys in there. Like, subscribe, and hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and happy 4th of July. And don't forget to use that code till Sunday. See you guys later. Take care.